Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner back at you for your Dabex and Scientific Inhalations Bubbler Dab of the Day with Diamonds. Hello, everybody. Today is Monday. Anticipatory anxiety. It's extremely common. Anticipatory anxiety. You're worried about what you're going to have happen to you in any situation. But if it's a big situation happening, you actually have fear that can manifest itself physically. You can have sweaty palms, you can have butterflies in your stomach, you can have a racing heart. Anticipatory anxiety is extremely difficult to deal with because often the symptoms become so bad when the occasion nears. Those with chronic anxiety experience fear and stress and anticipate the worst possible outcome. They often react by avoiding participation in activities, even if the activities are their favorite things. There are different levels of anticipatory anxiety based on how much of a burden the anxiety is to someone's life. When worrying about a future event extends over a month, it's classified as chronic anticipatory anxiety. But what causes this? Well, it's not a condition. It's a symptom of other conditions, such as generalized anxiety disorder or panic disorder. It stems from or is intensified by previous events, believe it or not, that arouse your fear. Comes on naturally. Any circumstance can make it happen, and unfortunately, it's going to incentivize people to avoid most situations altogether because it's so difficult to deal with. So, there are two types of anticipatory anxiety, a conscious one and an unconscious one. So, the conscious simply means that everything you see and deal with, you're going to refer to and make a comparison to and think it's going to be leading towards the worst thing happening. The unconscious one simply means we got to understand the underlying fear and attack it head on because it can be overcome. You can overcome it. Okay? You've got to face the fear as soon as it happens, first of all. Even if it's a month away from what's happening. Okay? You've got to work on yourself, maybe with therapy, maybe with medicine. When you have full-blown anticipatory anxiety, it can make you unable to move. It can make you unable to do anything. But it's so common. So we have to find coping tactics. Well, do you have a support system? Do you have people you can talk, text, communicate with? Is there a way you can learn to relax even during the anticipatory situation? Learning to relax can help anxiety and put it at bay. It can even diffuse panic attacks. Find a relaxation technique that works for you and it will help you. Have some compassion for yourself. If you find yourself struggling with anticipatory anxiety, don't beat yourself up over it, my goodness. Instead, treat yourself with love and kindness and talk to yourself in as soothing a manner as you possibly can. Seek help. Don't do it alone. Overcoming this type of anxiety is possible, but it's challenging. So maybe you need to have some cognitive behavioral therapy. Maybe you need to have, on the other hand, panic-focused psychotherapy. Whatever it is that you need to do, the good news is that therapy has proven to be an effective treatment for anticipatory anxiety. I worked with my therapist on the surgery tomorrow for the last 4 weeks to try to reduce my anticipatory anxiety. Now, unfortunately, you still got to deal with the situation. Unfortunately, it's not going to stop what's happening, okay? So, you can think you're going to have a good outcome. You can think you're going to have a bad outcome. Reality is going to happen when you wake up from your surgery. We have to understand that the anticipatory anxiety might be in our subconscious or unconscious, not right in front of us. So, For everything that we want in life, a disaster anticipation often wants to take root in the mind. We think we anticipate to prevent disasters, but that's really the case. Unconscious anticipation of disasters often gets us exactly the opposite of what we're looking for. It gives us unconscious fears. So when you're in the state of anticipation, consciously or unconsciously, we got to have tools to help ourselves. We got to be able to interrupt that emotion somehow. Somehow, you got to be able to tell yourself in a positive thought that you're going to be okay. Because anticipatory anxiety is simply a negative projection of an unknown outcome. Learn how to convert that into hope, into the positive anticipation of an unknown outcome. Positivity not only reflects reality, but it also creates reality. So let's change our focus. Rather than focusing on our heartbeat getting faster and faster, maybe we'll find that we can go on the internet. Maybe we'll come in and do a video. Maybe we'll have a comforting thing like sugar nearby and we'll pet it. Maybe we'll go on Netflix. The point is, you can simply look at a quick video and you'll get a little comfort. Maybe we should place our attention on the anxiety, but not judge or analyze it. Notice where the anxiety is. Is it in your heart, your gut? Simply watch it without judgment. And if we do that, a sudden calm will come over us. And you need to resist that all-present temptation to analyze. Ask yourself a couple questions. If this is bad, what's good? If this is so horrible, what can I look forward to? If this makes me feel sick, what makes me feel great? You see, learning the answers to these questions may get you to develop them into your life more naturally and even schedule them as part of an offset when you encounter anxiety situations. You see, just a little start is all we have to do. Because when you have anticipatory anxiety, it creates an illusion of control. And in life, the key is not to control everything, but to recognize what you can and what you can't control, and then live accordingly. You see, anticipatory anxiety is so darn common. Everyone should take note of it, because maybe you fear the dentist, maybe you fear the orthodontist, maybe you fear a surgery, maybe if you're getting up in the morning, you're going to anticipate until you go through it. But there's way out of it. Little steps, little pieces, little ways to throw weight on the other side, on the side of good, on the side of you're going to be okay, on the side of that doctor's a professional, on the side of anything you can think of to build up and offset your anticipatory anxiety. And you must remember, you're not alone. Almost everyone has some type of anticipatory anxiety. This has been the Real Senior Stoner with my life here today, talking about anticipatory anxiety and how we can crush it. If you enjoyed and benefited from this video, you know what to do. Cheers, everybody. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll be talking to you on the other side of my operation. Cheers.